some wonderful write-ups as we talked a little bit about all the proceeds of tonight's card, where they're going, giving back, if you will, and that's what it's really all about. I think they've done a fantastic job. So I believe we are underway for our official introductions for one of our first of 3 title affairs.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, every bout we have left on the night is a championship fight. First one coming up for the UBO International Super Welterweight title. First, though, we want to thank our sponsors: Louisville, Project Warm, the Galt House Hotel, Blue Run Spirits. Straight Waves here from Blue Run Spirits. Thank you so much for helping to sponsor this event. The Stitch Classic, Summer Works, and the Urban Conservation Board. Stitch Classic, Summer Works, and the Urban Conservation Board. Also, we want to recognize our dignitaries that are here. State Representative Kitter Heron is coming to the house. Thank you so much for being here. Who's ready to get to the action? It's fight night in Louisville. 8 rounds on tap for this one, ladies and gentlemen. Let's bring him to the ring. Introducing first, they call him the Native Kid, Chavez.
So you saw Chavez make the walk into the ring. Now you take a look at Emeka, 11-1, 10 knockouts for Lionheart, age 30. 34 rounds in his career, 90% knockout ratio. So Nwokolo looking for another strap as well. A lot of fights in Colombia. A couple in Colorado, and now tonight, Louisville, Kentucky.
UBO International Super Welterweight Championship under the supervision of Jeremy Lands. Your judges at ringside: Steve Weisfeld, Dave Franklin, and Haven Harrington. And your official in charge after the bell rings, Marvin Whitmore. Introducing first, in the blue corner to my left, he weighed in tonight at 154 pounds with a record of 7-1-0. He is from San Felipe Pueblo, representing the Navajo Nation. This is the Native Kid, Chavez. His opponent hails from Los Angeles, California, weighed in today at 152 pounds with a record of 11-1-0. They call him Lionheart EMEKA NWOKOLO.
All right, here we go. 8 rounds or less for the WBO International Super Welterweight title. Chavez, NWOKOLO. Chavez in the white trunks. EMEKA in the black. And ready to get this one underway. A lot of anticipation with this one. See if Chavez can weather that early storm. And EMEKA right away doubling up on that double jab with that left hand. You see, just built like a linebacker, real strong. Combat fighter, 5'8", and Chavez, to his credit, keeping the fight the distance on the outside, just as we suspected. Right hand up top. Another right hand by NWOKOLO. Now this is where Chavez doesn't want to be. That's a nice right uppercut that slipped through, found a home. Chavez needs to get this fight back in the center of the ring early. Press forward, get on that jab, use that offense, create a little more defense, cut down the real estate, and take advantage of that 6 feet frame and that height advantage against a 5'8" NWOKOLO. Who's also going to try to be very ambitious and get inside and work the body a little bit. Some of his stoppages and knockouts have come from some body shots. Left hand, doing some work. There's a nice match right there. Ooh, got caught off balance. I think Chavez might have caught him. It's that right uppercut, but then a little wild Chavez on the attack. So we had a little momentum change in that round number 1. NWOKOLO with some good body shots and then up top, and then just that glancing blow opened up for Chavez that caught him, knocked him off balance a little bit. Chavez doesn't possess a ton of knockout power, just 4 in 8 pro fights. He's more of a yeoman-like, blue-collar, methodical fighter. He's going to try to wear you down over 8 rounds. Straight right hand. Starting to find home in round number 1 for Chavez. That right uppercut, another right uppercut. So very intense action in this opening round. NWOKOLO comes in, little hot streak, 4 straight wins as I mentioned, coming off that second round TKO win last December, so about a month ago. Now starting to get inside a little more, cutting down the real estate, and see that's smart. You see that veteran right there, that's smart by Chavez. So what does he do? He gets on the stick, he gets the jab out there, eat a couple punches. But you saw the ebb and flow in round number 1 where you just thought EMEKA was going to take over round number 1. Then it was Chavez that was able to catch him a little bit and also caught him off balance. So there was that right uppercut, and boom, right there, the right then a left. So left, that's the shot. That's exactly the shot that I wanted. So great job by the crew with this replay right now, because that just kind of opened things up. And I think Chavez now got a little more confident from that moment in this fight. He gets set for round number 2. And what that tells you too is EMEKA has to understand, I need to sit on my punches and clean them up. I can't be lax, especially with my defense at all. I need to sit on my punches and clean them up. I can't be lax, especially with my defense at all. Because if that's at all, because if that's the case, I might get caught. I would suspect, though, he's going to try to get Chavez on that bicycle, get him up against the ropes, try to work the body a little bit, see if he can make Chavez a smaller fighter, come down to his level. See EMEKA, much more compact, tight guard, going to come forward. Not a lot to that style, right? It's almost as watching some of the great Mexican fighters. Of course, the native of Nigeria, Well-rounded fighter. Ooh, good right uppercut by Chavez. That found a home. That's exactly what he wants to do. Touch him down to the midsection, see if he can drop that guard a little bit, then come right up top. This is where the fight needs to be if you're Clinton Chavez. And also, if you go back to round number 1, nice right uppercut that got through with a right over the top by EMEKA. If you go back to round number 1, when he opened up a little bit and Chavez caught him with the left and then that right hand, I think it was a right hook, if memory serves me correct. I think it kind of woke up EMEKA, and I think now he understands, all right, I know this guy's a little pop behind some of these punches, so I got to respect that a little bit. But I like how he's cutting off. I like how he's actually cutting the real estate off right now. Using the jab, coming right back down to the body, slipping and moving in, trying to create a little distance, create some space. Cleaner round number 2. There's a nice combo as well. Caught Chavez sneaking through the back with that left hand. But see how he's mixing it up? He's going to go up top, then he's going to come right back downstairs to the midsection. That's what he needs to do. Get Chavez to basically become that small. Get Chavez to basically become that smaller fighter. Good doubling up with the left. Then that right uppercut's going to find a home. It'll be there. Straight left. Pushes back Chavez. Does not want to be here up against the ropes. Another right hand. Chavez took a knee. See if that was a clean right hand. Nonetheless, it's going to get ruled a knockdown. Now he's got him thinking. So first knockdown comes round number 2. This is slated for 8 or less. I don't know if it was his delayed reaction or not. Good combination. Another right hand. Stabbing shot to the midsection. Another body shot. EMEKA coming through like a freight train. Looking to get Chavez out of there in round number 2. Ooh, another right uppercut. At the bell. So now, instead of a 10-8 round, you're looking at a, pardon me, as opposed to a 10-9 round, you're looking at a 10-8 round with that knockdown. Left hand. Not yet. Right hand, little off balance. Yeah, that was... He caught him with the right hand, but then didn't connect, and Chavez went down. But nonetheless, if you're NWOKOLO, you're not going to apologize for that, because now you've scored that knockdown, making it a 10-8 round. So through 2, you've got it 20-17 in favor of EMEKA. Chavez needs to go back to what worked with him with those flurries we saw late in round number 1, early on in round number 2. It's the jab. He's got to use that as a rangefinder. He has to keep this fight in the center of the ring. If he doesn't, he's not going to win this fight. You're 6-0. Use your height to your advantage. And a good start with the jab. I mentioned 6 foot. EMEKA's 5'8", maybe 5'8.5", but this is not where Chavez wants to be. Again, NWOKOLO just content chopping down the lubber right now. A couple good shots up top to the head. Got to use your legs if you're Chavez. Get yourself out of harm's way. Early stages, round number 3. NWOKOLO in the black trunks, Chavez in the white trunks. UBO International Super Welterweight title on the line. They'll get broken apart. Meet back in the center of the ring. Midway through, 3rd stanza. I like the game plan from EMEKA. I like the fact that He's coming in, creating different angles, really starting to have Chavez crouch down, make him a smaller fighter. And then you can see he's going with those right over the tops, the right uppercuts, the body shots. Boom, right there. There it was. Right uppercut, body shot, right on cue. Chavez can just tie him up. It's the only thing he can do. And we'll go back to that fight Chavez had in between rounds against Alvarado coming off that layoff, where by his own admission kind of took his gas off the pedal late in the fight. Still won it. Different opponent tonight who's going to keep pressing forward as we're seeing right now. Crowd enjoying this one, closing in on 3. Chavez needs to figure out a way, how can I mount some type of offensive attack and just get some momentum now going into round number 4. Hopefully maybe try to steal now. He just got tagged with another right hand again. He's in trouble. Chavez is hurt, up against the ropes. Another right uppercut that flushed home. All he can do is tie up right now. NWOKOLO with those right uppercuts, finding success, pushing through the guard. Ooh, another right hand. Chavez needs to tighten up that guard a little bit. So 3 in the books. So we take a look at NWOKOLO's corner right now. He's had a real nice start to this fight. Scored that knockdown in round number 2. Right now, Chavez has to try to figure out a plan of attack here, and defensively has to stay out of harm's way. And by doing that, it's all about getting on that jab, tightening up that guard a little bit, and staying away from the ropes. NWOKOLO, stabbing shot, another right hand. Ooh, and another right uppercut. Caught Chavez, pushes him once again, momentarily back up against the ropes. Having a really nice start to this fight. Trying to walk away with the UBO International Super Welterweight title. Round number 4 of an 8-round affair. And right now, working over Clinton Chavez. See if the 34-year-old can muster some type of comeback, some type of offense, taking a lot of shots. The jabs, the overhand rights, the right uppercut has been the difference in this one. Finally, a little offensive outburst from Clinton Chavez. Taking a lot of shots, showing tremendous amount of resolve and heart. Little Welter swelling up over that left eye. Connects with a left. That was a straight shot, doubling up that left hand. Gets pushed back by a touch to the body by NWOKOLO. Ooh, and another stabbing shot. Caught him with a left hand. Again, Clinton Chavez taking some big-time shots tonight. And that's what he needs to do. As soon as he starts doubling up on that jab, he's got to stay on the offensive. think part of it, and rightfully so, he's respecting the power and those counters of that right hand, that right uppercut of Nwokolo, who's dropped 10 opponents in 12 pro fights. I don't know if that's a cut. I see a little blood, a little swelling. Looks like from that left eye of Chavez. See if we can get a tight shot between rounds. And that's courtesy of Nwokolo's right hand. Uppercuts all over the place, just connecting at will through 4. And I mentioned Chavez, to his credit, there's a big right hand, showing tremendous amount of heart. Just missed with that right uppercut. I go back to that knockdown, and it was almost like a delayed reaction in round number 2. A couple lefts to the body, crowd starting to get into it. There's another right uppercut. Closing in on 4, and we are at the bell. So, here's a scenario if you're just joining us. Clinton Chavez, through 4 rounds, has a lot of work to do, and EMEKA NWOKOLO has put on a dominating performance. Dropped Chavez to his knee in round number 2, but to Chavez's credit, just a warrior spirit, taking a lot of shots, and he's had his moments, but it's never really been sustained. It's been a couple combinations, a little bit of a flurry here and there, and EMEKA has just taken over this fight from the get-go. As we see Chavez's corner working on him, putting that end swell on that left eye, a lot of swelling there. And in a fight like this, ringside physicians starts to make their way in between rounds, and the more they got to come over, the more they're inclined to stop the fight. So his corner did a good job of just calming him down, getting him ready to come out in round number 5. And for Nwokolo, he's just been shot out of a cannon. I mean, just the fury, the pace, and now Chavez starting to mount a little bit of an offensive attack to start round number 5 in the white trunks. But once again, Nwokolo, just the aggressive nature, right hand just rocks back. Chavez flies across the ring. Another left to the body, another right hand. He's got to keep that shot up. Doesn't want to get called, doesn't want to get a point deducted. Oh, there's that right uppercut. Oh, and he dropped him again. That right uppercut has just been absolutely on point. On point tonight. That might be it for Chavez. Yep, and rightfully so. That's a good stoppage. He was just taking an abundant amount of shots tonight. And Nwokolo will get the WBO International Super Welterweight title. He earned it, and let me say this about Clinton Chavez. Tremendous amount of heart. But you just see right there, the right, the overhead, the jackhammer, and the right uppercut has just been the punch of the night. Finds a home right there, boom, bang, right there. And down goes Chavez for the 2nd time in this championship affair. Nwokolo will move to 12-1, and again, Chavez will fall to 7-2. But EMEKA NWOKOLO, my goodness. Go into the toolbox, a little arsenal, and a little strap around the waist. All right, we'll make it official. Very impressive performance by the 30-year-old. That was a heck of a performance by EMEKA NWOKOLO, who moves to 12-1. Add another strap in the drawer, add another belt for the 30-year-old, and for Clinton Chavez, tremendous amount of heart. He'll fall to 7-2. That right uppercut was the difference in this one. Floored him in the second, little delayed reaction, and then got him out of there in the fifth. And now he has a strap and a belt. Does NWOKOLO.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee, the official stops about 45 seconds into round 5. Your winner by technical knockout and new UBO welterweight champion of the world, the Lionheart, EMEKA NWOKOLO.
That's good sportsmanship. Love to see that. Like I said, Clinton Chavez, 34 years of age, 7-2. Real nice career. Just a gentleman fighting out of Albuquerque, New Mexico, and took a lot of shots and punishment tonight. But he kept getting backing up until that right hand, that right uppercut, finished him off in the 5th round. So he'll regroup, and I'm sure we'll see him going forward. NWOKOLO moves to 12-1, 11th knockout of his career. More importantly, he got the strap. And again, you just keep moving up in the rankings, so to speak. All right, so with that being said, we